everyone, it's Justine and welcome to another video for Create a Smile stamps. And today I'm going to be making this fun pocket card that could be used for gift cards, or you could use it to put a tag inside, whichever you like. So I'm going to take this snowflake stamp from Create a Smile, and I'll link to all the products below in the video description as well as on my blog if you're interested in them at all. And I'm just going to stamp them randomly on this piece of off-white paper. It's just a very, very light gray. And I'm going to stamp them in Versamark ink and then do some white embossing to make it just stand out on the background and create my own patterned paper. So I'm just going to rearrange my snowflakes here as I go, and so I can cover the entire background and that they're randomly stamped everywhere. You can see that I leave some of them on the Misties. It's just for placement purposes, and because I can't see the Versamark ink very well, it just helps me stamp in the correct places, especially when I need to keep rearranging them. I'm going to add some white embossing powder. This is fine embossing powder from Ranger, and it's going to bring out all the details as opposed to using just regular embossing powder. I'm going to give that paper a flick on the back to remove any excess powder, and then I'm going to use my heat tool to heat that up and then melt the embossing powder, which will create a nice glossy look. I'm going to hold it using my tweezers so that I don't burn my fingers, as well as I don't get any fingerprints on my card. I'm going to add some glue to the back of my patterned paper here and add it to a card base. The card base measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 when it's folded, and it's a top folding card. Now that that's all finished, I can get started on the actual pocket tag. So this is the pocket tag from Create a Smile, and I'm going to die cut that using Neenah Solar white cardstock, and it's going to be the exact same white paper that I used for the card base. If you use two different types of white paper, the chances that they're matching are very slim. So once I pull that out, I'm just going to glue it and put it all together so it comes out as one piece here, and you just need to use your bone folder. Now what's really cool is that the folding lines are already embossed in it so that you can fold it the way you need it. And you can create a flat pocket or you can create it 3D. It does come out a couple of millimeters there. So I'm just going to glue that all together and then place it onto my card. So now that I've centered it in the middle of my card, I'm going to get started on the things that I'm going to be drawing here. So I'm going to be using the Snow Buddies stamp from Create a Smile, which is one of my favorites and one of the original sets. I believe it's one of the first sets that ever came out, and I still use it quite often. I'm going to be using Memento black ink because it's Copic friendly and I can color with my Copic markers without them bleeding. So once those are all stamped, I'm going to grab a couple of different colors and I'm going to put you into sort of a fast motion here. So I'm starting off with C1 to just add a little bit of shadow. So if you think about something that is white, it's not always pure white, it always has a shadow to it somewhere. So I'm just going to darken everything up using C3, and then going back to C1, I'm going to just add those shadows. Then I'm going to add some orange for the noses, as well as R29 and R35 for the hat and scarf. And the last one I'm going to be using is N8, I believe, and that is just to color the buttons. Now I'm going to cut those all out by hand, but I'm going to do that off camera since that would take forever to show you and I just want to save some time. And then I'm going to tuck all of these snowmen here into the pocket cover. Now these are going to be flat against the background, so as I said, you can slip a gift card or something inside, or another tag, or whichever you like. You don't necessarily have to add the snowmen. It's really a great tag for gift cards and things like that. So now that I've added all three, so I have kind of like the mama, papa, and baby snowmen here, it's all ready to go and all finished. The last thing I just need to do is add my sentiment, and I was debating whether to stamp it in black or in charcoal ink, and I decided on the gray since black would have really stood out on this card. So I added the warm fuzzy sentiment here, so it's more of a winter card and not so much a Christmas card. And then I am all finished with that. So that's the end of my card tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it. All the supplies used are listed below in the video description or on my blog. Thanks for watching.